Alright guys, welcome back. A new week, not a new month, but very close to the end of this month already. Just a quick one, a reminder for everyone here, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up on this video, and tomorrow 6 to 7 o'clock on Sydney time, Australian time, we will have a webinar, a bit different. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to, build your own commitments of traders. If you don't know what's a commitments of traders, go back a few videos on our channel and have a look on the last Tuesday or last Wednesday video that was talking about my webinar, and have a look on that video, and then you can, sort of see what's a commitments of traders. But very short here, it's a way that you can look how the institutions are positioning themselves. All right, so let's talk about Euro-dollar today. What Euro-dollar is doing, very unpredictable, is it going to parity or is it going to above 1.10? How is this working? Well, I need to make something clear here pretty quick. The only reason behind why Euro-dollar is moving so strong to the upside is because of last meeting from the FOMC and the negative data from US. All right, so these are the two main things: the monetary policy from US and the economic growth. In general. I mean, when I'm talking about economic growth, I'm not talking about GDP. I'm talking about the whole economy growth. That it's not doing so well. Right. So I guess now we wouldn't be able to come back to parity only if, I don't know, that would be so hard to have a look on Euro-dollar right now on parity. That was my, first thoughts. Not my first thoughts. I've never mentioned that we may come to parity. I've mentioned that, there are a few institutions coming to parity, but I wasn't on that, that line. I was more towards 1.5, 1.45. We ended up sort of getting 1.45, but, my target was at 1.4. I liquidated all my positions, but right now I'm more towards above 1.10. All right, so we need to understand that US Federal Reserve is pausing the rates, and they don't have any more, they haven't demonstrated that they will raise another 25 on December. That was, most of the institutions' case, most of the players that was on the market case as well, that we're going to have a pause in November, but we're going to have a hike in December. But now we did have a pause in November, we're going to have another pause in December, and for most of the market, the Fed is done. And now this more towards next year, how will proceed the Fed, more dovish, as the ECB is proceeding a little bit more hawkish, maintaining, they're not saying that they will raise or nothing like that, they're just maintaining further tightening. All right, they're not planning to cut the rates any further, any sooner, as the Fed is probably going to cut the rates next year. Right, so this is the whole reason behind why Euro-dollar is actually going up. I was looking at a few institutions like MUFG, Credit Agricole, not Credit Agricole, Morgan & Stanley, JP Morgan. They're looking now for the 115 for the end of 2024. So we can already plan or trade ahead of what's going to come in 2024. All right. Again, the positions from the leverage funds haven't changed this week from last week. It wasn't much of a change. Indeed, we did have a further drop from negative 8% from now to negative 9% or something like that on the NZD COT from leverage funds. But we haven't changed much on US dollar and on euro and on pound. We did have a flip to the negative. If you have been to my webinar last time, you know what's a flip on the COT from negative, from positive to negative on the Swiss franc. All right. So in terms of economic calendar, we won't have much things happening. We're going to have the minutes from the FOMC. We're going to have the minutes from RBA, and we're going to have the GDP from Germany on Friday. That's Australian time, right? So This is all what I'm going to be looking for this week. The market haven't been so opportunistic, I would say. We are a little bit more cautious toward the market since last week. But, you know, opportunities, if your strategy gives you an opportunity and, you know, if you have a trading plan, then follow it for sure. All right, guys, so again, I see you all tomorrow on my webinar. It's completely free. I'm going to teach you guys how to do a commitments of traders, how to follow the leverage funds, and how to know where they're positioning, so then you can get a ground on your trading. All right, so that's all from me. Please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and send this video to your friends. Maybe he or she likes to trade, and, you know, this is available information for them how to know how euro-dollar is performing from the couple weeks ago. All right, I'll see you in the next video and have all a very nice and trade safe week ahead.